Hey guys, I'm Nick, and on this episode of the Scran Line, I'm going to show you guys how to make some cookies and cream macarons. This is a classic flavor, so I thought it would be fun to make it into a macaron recipe. So we've got my macaron shells, which are super easy to make. I think I've perfected this recipe, and it's quite foolproof, I want to say. Now, if you do have any problems with your macarons, I do have a series on my YouTube channel going through each step in a separate video, talking you through exactly how to do each step of this recipe. It's super easy to follow. I'll leave a link for those in the box below. But for now, these are the ingredients you need to make my cookies and cream macarons. Okay guys, so to make your cookies and cream macarons, the ingredients you're going to need are some vanilla extract, almond flour or almond meal, some pure icing sugar, so this is the kind with no corn flour in it, some cream, white chocolate, I've got some large and baby Oreos here, sugar, and I've separated my egg whites from my egg yolks, and I've separated them in 2 bowls. The measurements will be in the recipe, but basically I've let these sit out for about an hour just to let them age, which will help them whip up a little bit better. Now guys, you can find the full recipe for these cookies and cream macarons on my website. Link for that is in the box below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest episodes. We're going to start off by popping about half of our icing sugar and half of our almond meal into a food processor and mix that on high speed until it's well combined. Now, if you don't have a food processor, you can sift these 2 ingredients together using a sift. You'll need to sift them together about 3 times. Pop it into a large mixing bowl and make a little well in the center before you pour the first batch of egg whites in there. Now you want to mix this together, and at first it's going to feel like it's not enough liquid for the dry ingredients, but it will come together as a paste. You want to cover that with plastic wrap once you've finished mixing it and set it aside. Moving on to our syrup, we're going to pour the water and sugar into a medium-sized saucepan. Give that a very quick, gentle stir. Now you will need a sugar thermometer for this, guys, because you need to know the exact temperature before it's ready. We're going to put this on a medium-high heat and let it simmer away. While it's simmering, you want to just dab a kitchen brush into some water, and you want to brush the little sugar crystals that form from the sugar bubbling away back into the syrup, just to prevent the syrup from crystallizing. Now once you reach 115 degrees Celsius, you want to start whisking up your egg whites. Once you reach 118 degrees Celsius, you want to very slowly and thinly pour that syrup into your egg whites as the mixer is on high speed. And keep whisking that up until it gets nice and thick and glossy. When you can turn the bowl upside down and nothing falls out, you know it's done. We're going to put about a spatula full of that meringue mixture into our almond mixture and give it a mix. Now this is just going to help our almond mixture thin out a little bit before we introduce the rest of our meringue to it. Now I have a specific way of mixing this. Some people count the amount of times they mix it. I think that's silly. I just like to mix it a specific way, so I go around the bowl with the spatula and then through the middle. So around, scraping the sides of the bowl and through the middle. And the more you mix it, the more you deflate the mixture. Now this is where a lot of people go wrong in the mixing stage. The perfect time to stop is when the mixture falls off the spatula in a ribbon and disappears back into the mixture after about 10 seconds. Once you've reached that stage, you want to stop immediately. We're going to put a little bit of that macaron mixture onto our baking tray before we put some baking paper on top. I'm using a round tip to pipe my macarons about 3 centimeters wide. We're going to sprinkle on some crushed Oreos. Once you've got them all piped and all of the Oreos are on top, you want to very gently tap each side of the tray. Now what this does is it helps bring any of the air bubbles up to the top, and it just helps the macarons get a nicer shape. You're going to set these aside and let them rest and dry out for 30 minutes out in the open air. And what this does is it creates a shell. And so this will also help you get those lovely feet that you're looking for with your macarons. Now it's at this stage that you want to preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Once your macarons have finished drying out, you can pop them in the oven for about 8 minutes and let them cool down completely on the tray before you attempt taking them off. While your macarons are drying and baking, we're going to prepare the filling. So add your white chocolate and your thickened cream into a large microwave safe bowl. Pop it into the microwave for 20 seconds at a time, mixing each time until the mixture becomes smooth. We're going to add our crushed Oreos to it, give it a good mix until everything's well combined, and set it aside in the fridge for about 30 to 40 minutes. Our macarons are finished baking. We're going to pipe these using a small round tip. So we're going to pipe these in what I like to call a donut swirl. So there's like a little bit in the center that's free of filling. And we're going to fill that up with a cute little Oreo cookie. And that's pretty much it. Okay guys, so those were my cookies and cream macarons. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe button is down there, hit it if you haven't already. Keep up to date with the latest episodes on this channel. Recipe is going to be on my website, thescranline.com. Link for that is in the box below. My last video is over there for you guys to watch, so click on that for more deliciousness. Thanks so much for watching guys. I'll see you all on the next episode of The Scran Line.